just people we don't totally get along with. I'm just playing out memories of conversations where I wished I had said something like, well, I did say things like, I don't like always having to be the one that's flexible, or I don't like always having to be the one that adapts to you, to a particular person, and then they just got mad. And then the only solution is to what? Keep enabling that behavior that is inflexible and always wants its own way? I don't think so. I think that we need to keep challenging people who dominate spaces with their anger, with their opinionatedness. And no matter how much we love these people, if they're charismatic, if they're fun to be around, if they're super, dynamic and people that we really genuinely like and love, then when they kind of hold us hostage with their opinions and their preferences and their inflexibility, and they say, I can only do this at this time and this is what I want, and then if you suggest a different time and they say they can't do it, then just be like, sorry, and you get to hold your own ground. And it sucks because, you wanted to be nice, but you didn't want to be the permanently always adaptable one who's getting yelled at if you ever don't adapt perfectly to their constant requests. It's ridiculous. And if you feel anger like that, and yet you don't feel like the relationship is going to break, if you feel like that's going to remain a friendship, then I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know how to maintain long-term dynamics with people that, through the way they communicate, make me feel small. This particular person would say things like, I'm going to throw the phone at the wall anytime they were frustrated, because they just didn't want to be communicating in ways that were loving or healthy, and their own anger and frustration and anxiety would cause them to just say these outbursts at people, and I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve to be the recipient of someone's outbursts whenever they're not getting their way. That's childish behavior. And if someone is behaving childishly with you, you might not know what to do. That's been my experience, is if that person is going to continue to be in my life, and if I like them overall and I want them in my life, then I have a choice. And the choice that I have historically chosen that has not led me to happiness is to bite my own tongue and go along with whatever they want, so as to not have there be any bad blood or icky feelings in the room. But that's being manipulated, and they're not maybe even trying to manipulate you, but they've hijacked the mood of the room, and therefore, by having hijacked it, whether or not they meant to, it makes it so the only way things can be nice and fun and agreeable and happy is if that person is always getting their way. And that's been my life experience. How to keep the volatile people happy. How to keep the volatile people from having an outburst at me, so that I can have an enjoyable life and so that I can feel pleasant and like they're pleased with me. And a lot of the volatile people are the ones who always want to be social, and so it's a way to keep people in your sphere so you don't have to deal with loneliness. I don't know. Having a weird YouTube channel like this is very strange. I'm kind of leaving these here for people who get lost along the way, who are also very quiet. I don't know who would ever watch this, but this is just journaling out loud, I guess. I didn't used to share the meanings of my songs so openly because I always felt like that sounded against people, but I don't know. I kind of have to on this one because that song bothered me, that there is still a part of me that wants those cool kid things, that still wants the feeling of, having people over and playing music together and being in a band and all of that kind of fun stuff that I did for those years. It's the good sides of it were good and cool feeling. And when I say cool feeling, I don't mean posturing or being a poser. I mean it actually did feel really cool. It was a fun feeling, except for all the drama. So I don't know. I don't know the answers. I mean, if you look at bands throughout history, they're constantly rotating and changing members. So I'm not saying I'm living or have lived anything unique, but it's just much harder than anybody ever talks about. I guess they talk about it all the time. It's just, I guess that's what I don't like about culture. It's like they take something that's actually really sad and then they market it like it's something cool and interesting. It's like, no, it's actually really tragic and really difficult to live inside of certain dramatic stories. Like, it's actually really painful and sad. So, all right, bye.